Hi, everybody. Hello, 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 and welcome to the first episode of Sundays on the Couch with George. I'm George. This is the couch. I'm so glad that you guys popped in to join us today. I want to start off by sending love out to everyone at home, and I hope everyone out there and all your loved ones are healthy and safe and staying indoors. Um, uh, Here at Sundays on the Couch with George, our goal is to raise money while bringing as much joy as your hearts can handle. We'll bring you a great show every week with a new guest. And each week, that guest chooses a charity or organization to raise money for. How will we raise money? That's a great question. At a GoFundMe page that you'll find the link for in the description below, you can donate $10, right? So every $10 donation will buy you one raffle ticket. And at the end of the show, 10 winners will be chosen to join us for a post-show Zoom hang that we're calling Sunday Study Hall. Heads up, though, you will need to have Zoom downloaded. We will be using Zoom as the program to do that. Your donations will help make such a difference. And we can make those differences from the comforts of our own living rooms. Technology, how amazing. We are rolling out an art contest as well. So in just a few moments, you'll see a beautiful illustration of a living room. That was submitted by Reed Sandland, or at Reed SPMG on Instagram. Every week, we will have a new artist featured on the show. So send over your illustrations starting later today if you want, to sundaysonthecouchwithgeorge@gmail.com. That information is also below in the description. I guess that kind of wraps up the rule time for the show. We have a great show planned for you guys. I'm really excited to welcome our very first guest of this series. Joining us from New York City is a man that I love and cherish and respect. He is a Tony-nominated composer for his musical Be More Chill. Guys, let's welcome Joe Iconis to the couch. Hey, Joe.
Hey.
How you doing, man?
Hey, Georgie. I'm good. I'm well. I'm in New York City. I'm happy to be here.
Your living room looks really cool.
Thanks. Yeah, I had it made just for this show.
Oh, cool. We love a green screen living room. Or was it actually made?
Yeah. No, it's actually made. It was constructed by Tony-winning set designers. 10 of them did it. Oh. Yeah.
Wow. Well, incredible. Those guys have great taste, as do you.
Thank you very much.
Joe, thank you so much for being our first guest. I couldn't think of anyone more perfect for this. How are things in the Iconis Marcus household?
The Iconis Marcus household is good. You know, we're sort of like just trying to keep it together. It's such a strange time in that there's like no rules for how you're supposed to behave during this.
We don't know what to, I mean, for me, I'm like reverting to my childhood.
Yeah. When you hosted a weekly telethon.
Yeah. Joe, Emily Kassler says, where's Diane Kitten?
Oh man, Diane Kitten's sleeping.
Oh.
She's sleeping over in the corner, but yeah, it's rude.
She'll catch the live stream later.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I'm about to wake her up later.
Joe, does Diane Kitten know about your charity of choice?
Diane Kitten does, and she fully supports it. She loves my charity of choice.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the charity that you chose?
Absolutely. So it's called Epic Players, and Epic Players is a nonprofit neuro-inclusive theater company that's dedicated to creating professional performing arts opportunities and supportive social communities through the arts for persons living with developmental disabilities. And so through neuro-inclusive mainstage productions, musical cabarets, original showcases, skills-based classes, and career resources, they hope to break down the social stigmas surrounding neuro-diverse communities. And more than that, they're just a really awesome theater company. And I saw their production of Little Shop of Horrors last year, and it was really thrilling. You know, I so love this company's mission of trying to remove the stigma around neurodiverse communities. And I love any organization that tries to just kind of, normalize the people and behaviors that might not otherwise seem normal, even though like what is normal, you know? And so I love that it does that and it celebrates it. And like I said, it's just, they put on great shows, like really beautifully performed, beautifully directed. I was so blown away by what they did. I love their mission. They're good people, and they're just like, they're super cool. So Epic Players, a worthwhile organization to support during this time, I think.
I dig it so much, Joe.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing them to the forefront with this episode. I'm excited for all of us out there to raise some money. So check it out. This is what you're going to do, viewers at home. You'll head over to GoFundMe. I've heard that the link is incorrect, which is unfortunate. It's going to be, we're trying to update it right now, but the link should read GoFundMe.com/Sundays-on-the-couch-Ep1. Sundays. The link that is included here is a singular Sunday, and this baby's happening every week. So
you're selling yourself short, George. You got to think big, man. Always.
So you'll head over to GoFundMe. You'll make a $10 donation, and then we'll select our winners at the end of the show. Joe, what have you been doing to take care of yourself? You know, everyone always touts self-care is super important. I think now more than ever, it's really important.
Yeah. You know, I've been, it's been weird because I've been like, I still have writing deadlines that I have to make, which is both really comforting to know, like, okay, the world still goes, the world still spins forward, and really like scary because it's like, how am I supposed to like create when we're all in this like strange place? And so I've been trying to like just take in a lot. So I've been like watching a lot of movies, which has actually really helped me make stuff. You know, I've found that, like, if I get inspired by watching stuff, I want to create.
What have you been watching? What are some TV shows or movies that have inspired your writing?
I've been going like more down the movie route than the TV show route, but I watched, like, I've been watching a lot of like obscure 70s movies about like sad white men. That's been like a hole I've been in. But I recently rewatched Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is always one of my favorite movies. And that was a really good one. So if you haven't,
my first crush was Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
There's a photo of me at like 4, and I'm standing next to a cardboard cutout of Jessica Rabbit, and I'm just staring up. And so I also think that maybe Jessica Rabbit made me gay.
Yeah, I mean, she's a powerful tune.
She is.
I watched it with Lauren Marcus, and it was excited to like. I was excited to see the movie through her eyes, and both her and I really responded to the Jessica Rabbit Roger Rabbit relationship. And there's a point in the movie when someone says to Jessica Rabbit, like, "What do you see in that guy?" And Jessica Rabbit goes, "He makes me laugh," and it's well explained. You know, it's really sweet.
Have you been listening to any music? Like, do you have any great music recommendations for people watching at home?
Yeah, sure. I've been listening to, what have I been listening to? I've been listening to a lot of Arcade Fire, which is one of my go-to bands anyway. I've been really into the Pump Boys and Dinettes Cast album, which is an album that came out in 1980. And so, you should get on that and listen to it if you haven't already.
I will. I've actually never listened to it, so I think I will take your advice and listen to that.
Oh, dude, you have to listen. There's a song in it called "No Holds Barred," and the chorus is "No holds barred, baby. I'm going to Florida. Won't you come along with me?" And so, because you're from Florida, I feel like it's your anthem.
Yeah. I mean, usually I try to forget that I'm from Florida. But no shade to the Floridians at home, specifically my parents, but. Sure. Yeah, no, I will, when this is all over and I take a road trip to Florida, I will just listen to that song on repeat.
Crank it up. It is great. What have you been listening to? That's what I want to do.
You know, I actually haven't been listening to a lot of music. I've been cooking a lot and playing games and
Mm-hmm.
working on this show. You know, having something to put my time and energy into has been
Yeah.
really refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel very fortunate that I've been able to work with my team of Quarren producers, Sam and Jesse and Lily and Rachel, to get this show up. But that's kind of been about it. I haven't really been listening to music. That should change. I should change that.
Yeah. Music is great, man.
Joe, what are you preparing to conquer once life returns to normal?
Oh my goodness. I am preparing to conquer the theater, just the theater in general, you know? I feel like I've been for the last like 12 years working pretty hard like trying to get my weirdo musicals on stages,
Yeah.
and this whole experience has made me like sort of double down on wanting to do that. It's made
Yeah.
me realize how important the arts are. And not that I didn't know that, but just feeling people like crave the communal experience of being in the same room and having something performed.
Yeah.
You know, that experience that you can only get in theater. It's made me be like, oh, this actually is it's for real. You know, it's that the idea that like that art and theater and all of it have the power to like change things. And it's made me like want to be even more vicious about putting art into the world that I can stand behind and that
Yeah.
that I believe in.
I
And
love
so yeah, I already felt like weird about putting like crappy art into the world, or art that I felt crappy about. And now it's even like I feel like I'm going to be even more impossible with that everything.
What are some of the projects that you're working on? Like
I'm
I know you've had Be More Chill in London,
Mhm.
Be More Chill in Chicago was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But you also did a musical. You also wrote a musical called Love and Hate Nation that had its
Yeah.
world premiere at Two River Theater. Tell
Mhm.
us a little bit about that.
Yeah. I mean, Love and Hate Nation is a show that I'm really hoping that once we figure out how to navigate this situation, that Love and Hate Nation ends up on another stage, because it's a show that I'm so proud of, and I think really sort of speaks to now, speaks to 2020. And so we had our world premiere production at Two River Theater in Red Bank, New Jersey, where Be More Chill started.
Yeah.
And so I'm tinkering with the show, and my dream is that we can make a cast album. It's kind of crazy because there are obviously so many organizations and so many so many things that need funds, that need attention, and so many very worthwhile organizations and things. And so it feels weird to be like, oh man, I hope that we'll be able to raise the money for our cast album or raise the money for our next production. But we're going to try, and sort of navigate all of that. And so, yeah, I'm stoked about Love and Hate Nation being on a stage. And I'm working on the Hunter S. Thompson musical that has been in development for a while. And hopefully that thing will end up on a stage.
I would love nothing more than to come back from this and jump into Hunter S. Thompson.
You and me both.
I've been dying to revisit that. It's very good. So all right. Well, listen, my fingers are crossed for a Love and Hate Nation cast album. Obviously, you guys did jump into the studio to record Broadway Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
Before all this went down.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the release of that cast album as well.
The Broadway Bounty Hunter cast album is it's great. I love it. I can say that it has nothing to do with the writing. The performance and the production of the album is just like it's something that sounds as good as that album sounds. So hopefully it'll be out really, really soon. It's gonna drop.
Fingers crossed. I'm so ready for it. I'll listen to the Florida song that you told me about on repeat, and I will also listen to the Broadway Bounty Hunter album and the Love and Hate Nation album on repeat for the rest of my life.
Yeah, thanks, George. Thanks for playing.
As you know, schools across the country and hopefully across the world are closed. And as I said earlier, I've been like kind of reverting back to childhood. And so I thought that it'd be really fun for us to have a segment here called School's Out.
Whoa!
Do you remember school?
Do I remember school? I do. Yeah, I
Do you remember
it.
kindergarten?
It's all too well.
I loved kindergarten because it was, to me, it was like fake school. You know, it's kind of just like like public funded daycare, basically. And and so I would love to have a little arts and crafts moment with you. It's Easter Sunday.
It is.
Happy Easter to everyone who is celebrating Easter out there. And I thought that it might be fun for Joe and I to have an Easter egg decorating contest. So here are the rules. We have 60 seconds, Joe. Oh, okay. I have a brown egg and you have a white egg.
I know.
We have 60 seconds. You've got found utensils that were lying around your apartment. In 60 seconds, you must draw your egg, decorate your egg to look like me.
Okay.
And I will decorate this egg to look like you.
Okay.
So can we get 60 seconds on the clock, please? All right, Joe?
Yeah. I think so. I don't know if it's gonna. I don't think I have the right tools to look like you, but I'm gonna try.
It's okay. It's okay. I think you're gonna do great.
Okay.
All right. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's go.
Oh man.
All right. How's it going over there?
It's bad. I'm not doing well.
Oh no. Come on, Joe. You're
trying. I'm trying really hard.
This music is very intense, but this is the music I traditionally decorate eggs listening to.
It's nice. It sounds like the American Idiot cast album.
Yeah, in some ways.
I can hear Gerard sweating.
Joe, we're at 30 seconds, Joe.
No. This is all wrong.
What are you using to decorate?
So far, just a Sharpie.
Great.
Wait.
Same.
Oh, God. 2 Sharpies,
10
baby.
Seconds, 10 seconds.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And time.
Done.
Utensils down.
They're down. They're down.
Would you like to share your George egg?
Yeah. So this is my George egg.
Hey!
Okay. Those are the glasses. That's his headband. And then look, he's wearing a creep shirt.
That's impressive for 60 seconds, Joe.
Thanks.
Do you want to see mine?
Yes.
I cut some of my own hair. I made a beard under this tape. And I gave you hair on the. I cut some of my hair and put it on top.
That is beautiful, and you absolutely did not just do that now in 60 seconds.
Yes, I did. No, why would I? Everybody knows that I carry a little bucket around full of my old hair.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Everyone knows this.
I should have remembered.
Right? Yeah, everyone knows.
It's like Rip Taylor with confetti. You're just throwing your hair around.
Yeah.
Hi, Egg George.
Joe. Hi, I'm Joe.
Hi, I'm George.
I'm a very talented egg composer.
I'm a very talented multi-hyphenate. I'm from Florida. I have a complicated relationship with it.
Well, that was arts and crafts, everyone. Joe, congrats. Did you hard-boil that egg?
No, it's a raw-ass egg.
Okay, so here's the best thing about this was when I approached Joe about this idea, I started with, I know that you hate eggs. Joe, you hate eggs.
I do. It's the only food I don't like. I don't like eggs anyway.
What do you dislike about eggs? I mean, clearly you were fine decorating. I was watching for any kind of like gagging or dry heaving.
No. You know, the garbage of it is that I love the way eggs look. Like I love just a raw egg. I think it's so visually appealing, but I don't like the taste. I don't like the texture. I don't like it scrambled. I don't like it hard boiled. I don't like it over easy. I don't like deviled eggs. I don't like an egg forward dish. So quiche, no.
No quiche for Joe Iconis.
No quiche. But I can do French toast. That's where it tips for me.
Oh, okay.
French toast, sure.
Well,
Quiche.
yeah. Okay. All right. So you like eggs when they are a binding agent for some sort of food. You will never have it if it's the main event.
No, I just won't. And I tried it too. I forced myself to try eggs, and it's like it's terrible. I get gaggy. It's awful. Makes me very sad.
Well, Joe, I don't know about you, but all that egg decorating got me working up quite the appetite. And so now another favorite memory of mine from my childhood was snack
Me
time.
too. That was my favorite.
This is my snack time song. This is my snack time dance. Dance, dance, dance for snacks, snacks, snacks. Joe,
Yes.
what is your comfort snack? What is the snack that you've been enjoying to bring you comfort and solace during this weird time in our lives?
The snack that brings me the most comfort always is a really beautifully constructed charcuterie and cheese plate.
And do you have one of those ready?
Yeah, always.
Can we see it? Oh, Joe,
Huh?
that's you're snacking right, buddy.
Yeah, I don't screw around.
You know what my snack is?
What?
Jello pudding. That's my Bill Cosby impression.
Right.
So I think
Yeah.
that we should have another little contest.
Mhm.
Viewers at home, you'll be the judge here, and we'll throw some of your comments up on the stream. But we're gonna have, as some of you may know, I love mukbang videos. I love ASMR. And Joe, you and I are gonna have eat off. We're gonna see who can eat noisier.
Great.
Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, it sounds exciting.
All right. So if you could just pipe down for 1 second, Joe, I would love to share. I would love to share the sound of the lid being pulled off of Jello pudding. Here it is.
Mhm.
Oh, disgusting. Now this one's very special. This one's got a layer of chocolate, a layer of vanilla, and then another layer of chocolate.
I
Joe,
like it. Yeah.
what kind of cheese you got on there?
I have this is like a taleggio,
Uh-huh.
like a nice stinky hard cheese. And then this is like a Mediterranean spice cheese. It's
Oh.
really nice. Yeah. This is what the Mediterranean spice cheese sounds like, just existing. Sounds like nothing.
Wow, like a ninja. That's
Yeah.
ninja cheese.
It sneaks up on you.
It really does.
It packs a lot of flavor, but you don't expect it. Like you eat it, and then it's like, oh, this cheese is fine, I guess. And then bam, tons of flavor.
I love that. Well, let's do it. Here we go. ASMR.
Yeah.
ASMR snack time.
Mm.
Mm. Oh yeah, you can make sounds like that.
Oh, great. Oh, great. Yeah.
Who ate pudding like that?
You too.
Me.
Mm.
I'm on the vanilla. Here's the vanilla.
The vanilla has a nice resonance.
It does.
This is me just chewing super soft. Ah.
I think we should just stop doing Sundays on the Couch with George and just post ASMR videos.
We're really good at it.
Actually, no, I think we're losing donations now, actually.
People are taking it back.
What's awful is I haven't had anything to eat all day, and this being the only thing that's sitting in my stomach is probably going to destroy me.
Oh, no.
But, you know,
turn into a
go for the crap.
Yeah. I'm going to slurp a pickle now.
Okay.
Mmm.
I bet the viewers out there didn't think they were going to be getting this much of a show.
No. I feel like
you're welcome.
There's been 1,000 parents across America that literally just went, "What's going on in there?"
Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad.
Sorry.
Well, that pudding was delicious. It's delicious every time. I hope your cheeses were delightful.
They were superb.
Oh, chef's kiss. Joe.
Yeah, baby.
Another segment that I thought about that reminded me of kindergarten was show and tell.
Ooh.
So check it out, show and tell.
Okay.
You know that thing where it's like people are like, if you were stranded on a deserted island and you bring one thing with you, what would that thing be? I think it's a very appropriate question for quarantine because we are kind of stranded in our own little islands.
Yeah.
So what has been your favorite object? What's your desert island object?
Okay, so I have three things because I make my rules. And so the first thing is this hat. So this is like a slouchy white hat, and one of our great friends, Molly Hager, who's an amazing singer and actress, and she was in Waitress and many other things. She's in a band called Molly and the Memphis Thunder. She left this hat here in my apartment like right before the quarantine started, and so now this hat has effectively become a terrible prisoner in my home. And because it wasn't my hat, the other day or at the start of the quarantine, I was like, oh, I want to try this hat on, and so like I've been wearing this slouchy hat. I've never worn a hat like this in my whole life, and I love it so much. And
it looks good on you.
Boy, thank you, knowing that it's someone else's. And I've like really, I've taken it into the bathroom with me. I've like been in bed with it, and so when
wait, on your head or just like in a pocket?
It's no, on my head. I love this hat, and so when Molly Hager gets it back, finally. She's gonna know that this hat lived, and that just adds like a whole thing to it for me. So this has been really helpful.
It really enriches the story of that hat.
Yeah, and then this is this thing that like I got this when I was in London with Be More Chill, and I don't understand
like a feminine care product.
And it's made by a place called BioCol Labs, which also sounds like a made-up name. And
it's like something from a zombie video game.
It's 100%. And you're supposed to spray it in your mouth, and then it's supposed to make you sleepy. And so I don't know if it works, but I just love the like witchiness of like, oh, I'm going to spray something in my mouth and pass out. And so it's been really helping me. And so now I feel like I can only go to sleep if I spray this feminine product in my mouth.
Usually what I do to fall asleep is just hit myself in the head with a different object every night.
I know, but I am wearing a hat and that will protect my head, and so I can't do that. And then the final thing that I have for show and tell, this was a gift that my greatest and oldest friend Kevin Manganaro got me when Be More Chill opened, and it says Be More Chill, and it's B. Arthur. He had this made for me.
B. Arthur is the Jeremy that everybody needs.
Yeah, look at that.
The eyebrow, the fifth tension. It's so beautiful.
I know. Kevin Manganaro, Michael Wee, Be More Chill.
I love that so much. Where does that hang?
It's, I actually haven't found a place for it yet. I keep moving it around in my apartment. And I haven't found a place that like is perfect yet, but I'm gonna find a place.
Well, I love all of those things. The thing that's been getting me through quite a bit are these dice. So I have a tattoo here, and it's the symbols from this game. This game is called Cosmic Wimp Out, and it is such a great time burner, for those times where it's like, well, now what do we do? Cosmic Wimp Out has gotten us through so much. Each game lasts about 40 minutes, and it rolls by very quick, no pun intended or pun intended. And it's going to play. Joe.
Yes.
Another favorite moment of mine from my childhood was nap time. Oh, sorry. Nap time. Our version of nap time. Grab your blanket, Joe.
Okay.
Our version of nap time is not, you're not going to watch us take a nap. We are going to we're going to share what our weirdest quarantine dream is. So like, I don't know about you, but there was an article that I read where people were talking about how their dreams are bizarre and have been since lockdown. Oh, by the way, sorry to interrupt this, but we are closing the raffle soon, just to let everyone know. Raffle will be closing very soon. The 10 winners out there will be contacted via email about joining Sunday Study Hall with me and Joe. So now will be a great time to run in there and get your donation in at the GoFundMe page. Anyway, okay, so I guess I wanted to talk about weird dreams because I had a really weird one, and I think it would help me feel maybe not alone. So let me tell you about my dream. This was about a week ago. I was dreaming, and in my dream, all that was happening was I was peeing. Like I was just peeing in the dream. And I remember waking up around 7 a.m. and being like, that dream felt so real. You know those dreams where you wake up and you're like, that could have been, I was in an alternate universe.
Yeah.
I remembered in that moment that I was peeing right before I woke up. And then I checked my underwear, and lo and behold, I a little bit peed my underwear in my sleep. It didn't get on the bed. I caught it before it became anything really bad. I rushed to the bathroom and I finished the job, but I just found it so weird. Yes, I'm old. I'm not that old. I shouldn't be peeing the bed, but I really do feel like I'm reverting back into my childhood. And so, go ahead.
I have a I'm sorry to interrupt. I have a question about the dream though.
Yeah.
Do you think that you were peeing in your dream and then because of that started to pee in real life? Or you think you were peeing in real life and then Dream George started peeing because of that?
Interesting. You know what? I have a feeling that I was dreaming and then it forced my body into doing it. Kind of like sleepwalking.
Oh yeah.
You know, like someone in their dream state is like walking across a room, and then while they're asleep, they get up and walk. I think I was sleep peeing. I was sleep peeing. What's the weirdest dream you've had?
You had mentioned that we were going to talk about dreams, and my dreams are really like, they're usually really tied to actual events that happen and like actual anxieties that I'm experiencing in my day-to-day life. And so last night I was like, I have to remember what my dream is tonight, so I can talk about it tomorrow. And I had like the quintessential me dream that I don't think was because of the quarantine, but the quarantine probably just amped it up. And so I was with Lauren Marcus, who I'm married to, and who's also an actor who does a lot of my stuff. And Lauren Marcus and I were in a car. We were in a convertible, and she was driving, and I was in the passenger seat, and I was like really nervous because I had to finish writing a script. And she was like, if you don't finish, we're gonna die. If you don't finish, we're gonna die. And I was like, I'm going to finish. I just have to I have to do this and I have to do this. And then I kept like sort of getting distracted in the dream. And she was like, no, you got to finish. You got to finish. And so then we ended up at a motel, and then we were in the motel room, and that was it. We were just like in a motel room. I was feeling uneasy. Lauren was there. And the whole thing was like a very like sort of desert, like Western kind of vibe.
Very vagabond.
It's like vagabond, yeah. It was like super vagabondy, and I was feeling like kind of quivery, and so the dream, I think, probably has something to do with the fact that I spent all of yesterday trying to write a script, and then Lauren and I watched Thelma and Louise together, which is about two women, Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon, who are on like a road trip that goes terribly wrong, and we were talking about how Thelma and Louise in the movie are kind of like Lauren and I in quarantine, because at various points in the movie, they're always like breaking down, and like one of them has to build the other one up. And like Susan Sarandon as Louise is like the strong one, and Gina Davis's Thelma is like the one who's like, I don't know about this, but they sort of keep trading off over the course of the movie. And so we were saying, oh, that's like us, we keep trading off. But in the dream, I was like very much the Thelma.
Got it.
There was no question. Is
that Lauren Marcus I hear?
That's Lauren Marcus laughing in the back. Lauren Marcus.
Hi.
She's eating.
I'm eating frozen mango.
She's having a corn snack.
Frozen mango. Guys, look at Lauren Marcus.
Hi.
Lauren, how are you doing?
I'm good. I didn't know that you had that dream last night.
Yeah.
That really is how it's been in quarantine.
Did you hear about my dream? Did you hear about how I pissed myself?
He peed the bed.
I'm sorry, but I didn't hear how much you did. How much you peed?
It was a little bit. It was just enough to like feel damp, and then I finished the job. But I'm very concerned.
Did you leave the bed to finish the job?
Yes, of course. I went to the bathroom. You know, I was telling my mom this story, and she was like, "We're the same."
I love your mom. I
do too. She was like, "We're the same. That happened to me before." And so I guess we can blame it on my mom.
I've never
runs in the family.
I've never peed, but I have two things to say about nap time and dreams. I have peed, in my dream. Number one, sometimes because I'm allergic to cats, and we have a cat, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so sometimes in my sleep, I'll start to like choke and be unable to breathe.
Yeah.
But usually I won't wake up. It'll just make its way into my dream. So I'll be there for like an hour dreaming that I'm suffocating. And it's awful. And number two, whenever we were supposed to have nap time, like in kindergarten and first grade, I would stay up with the teachers and they would braid my hair. And I loved it.
Teacher's pet. Literally, I'm picturing you as the pet of the teachers. You just like sit on the ground next to them and they just play with your hair in the same way.
My recollection is the teachers would be like, okay, nap time, everyone. And I feel like I'd be like, and then the kids would go to sleep.
I don't know what that means.
Literally wake up and go talk to them while they braided my hair.
Well, that's something. You know, I'm getting kind of hot under this blanket, so let's ditch nap time. Folks, check it out. The raffle is officially closed, but as you can see in the ticker below, you can still donate. The page will be available for the next week. So if you couldn't get around to it today, or you're watching this later, please head over to the GoFundMe page and make a donation. Joe.
Yeah.
You know, I throughout quarantine have overheard a lot of like Zoom birthday parties. I was present at a couple Zoom Passover seders, and the one thing that I couldn't really deal with was a group singing of any kind over Zoom because there's such a delay. And I thought, well, maybe this is an opportunity for us to do something I like to call delayed duets, baby.
Yeah.
Delayed duets are exactly what it sounds like. Joe and I will be performing a musical number for you guys, and we are just gonna go in our own pace. Like we're not gonna wait for each other. Joe isn't gonna try to follow me on the piano. We're just gonna do it. And I thought that obviously the song of choice that we should do today is a song that you wrote for the musical Be More Chill.
Yeah.
Joe, if in case anyone's trying to understand what he's doing, he's warming up. This is an Amanda Flynn special.
Yep.
This is blowing bubbles, and it helps with your breath and your palate and all sorts of things. It's a great exercise to do before you sing, and Joe is demonstrating that to us right now.
Yeah.
Joe,
I've been a little under vocally. I've been a little under vocally, and so Amanda Flynn has helped me this week get back to a better place. So I'm shaking.
Thank you, Amanda Flynn. And Joe Iconis, without further ado, live here on Sundays on the Couch with George, Delayed Duets, 2-player game. Let's do it, Joe. Apocalypse of the Damned!
Level 9! Find the bad guy, push him aside. Then move over to finish your side. It's a two-player game, so when they make it back, you know you got a mother.
Everybody, then stand and now remain on you are cooler than a vintage cassette. It's just that no one else but me thinks that yet. There's nothing in this high school. There's no, because you and I are a team. We like you to play. Nobody here appreciates us. Soon we'll be together. They do. Like us are in college. Yes, I know. Like us in college. So high school is hell, but we never get it. Two-player game.
Zombie! Watch out! As losers, we have fought together for years. Both Nintendo zombies and our popular peers. Now we're stuck on a level and I want to move on.
Just wait 2 years, we're up on. Realize guys like us are in college. In college and be lame.
Yeah, I know, I get it, guys. Like us are in college, but we're not in college.
All the same. High school is whack, but we have each other's back. It's a two-player game.
Ah! Oh!
Whoa.
Zombie! Blood! Pause! Pause. You know that you are my favorite person. That doesn't mean that I can't still dream.
Is it really true? I'm your favorite person.
Never not gonna be a team. High school is shit.
Yeah.
You gotta help me conquer it. It's just what we do. We make it a two-player game. Find the bad guy, put him aside. Then move on. It's a two-player game. You know what?
And if your brother behind it,
two-player game.
No one's clapping. Oh, we can't hear it. Okay, right.
Yeah.
So that was thrilling.
I agree.
Marie Ianero says this is the definition of a beautiful disaster.
Yeah.
And I think Marie is correct. Everyone's so afraid to sing in groups over Zoom, but we did it, and I think we did Joe Iconis justice.
I think so too. You know what? There can be miracles when you believe.
Yes, it's like you've always said.
Yes. For years.
Folks, the raffle is officially closed. Again, winners will appear later on. Once the names are all thrown into a randomizer, the names will appear in the ticker below. Winners, keep an eye out for an email for word on how to join Sunday Study Hall. And if you didn't win this week, don't worry. You'll have another chance next week. Otherwise, head over to the GoFundMe page for Epic Players. Continue to make donations if you can. It is never too late. Joe, I want to thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Georgie.
My pleasure, truly, and my honor. And thank you for bringing Epic Players to our fundraising. Every week, we'll be saying goodbye with a segment we're calling Sweet Tweets. Joe, I talked to the internet and I asked the internet to share a nice tidbit about you, our guest. And every week, we'll close the show with some sweet tweets. And so here are a few of my favorites. The internet kind of exploded when I asked this. But Kayla Guitar 7 said, Joe creates beautiful, emotional music that gives me confidence, happiness, motivation, and inspiration to be the best possible me I can be. Teaches me more than school and helps me understand myself. It was Kayla Guitar 7.
Thank you.
At Mr. David Gordon says, he, like the Olive Garden, makes everyone feel like family.
Thanks, David.
At Celeste Music says, he's a genuinely kind man, which is so incredibly rare in this business. And I have to agree with her. At Hey, My Name is Durf said, he cares about his friends and family and fans so much, and it shows. Jen Ash Tepp said, he recently listened to me talk about Moss Hart and Cole Porter's 1935 musical, Jubilee, for a long time. I
really did that.
And at Rachel Alley Music said, I'm tired. I read that as Joe Exotic. And on that note, Joe, thanks again for joining us today. And thank you all for tuning in and donating. We will see you next week for another episode of Sundays on the Couch with George with my special guest, my good pal and Superstore boyfriend, Nico Santos is going to join us. Thanks again for tuning in. Take care of yourselves and each other. And we will see you next Sunday on the couch. Bye, everyone.
Bye.